54 champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
What's up, guys? So that last clip you just saw was from the Chiefs Super Bowl parade I went to this morning. I spent most of the day there. A lot of people there. It was fun. So, but today finally we're doing something I've been meaning to do for a while. I got my rotors. These are supposed to be for a V6 G8, and I got the brake caliper brackets for a V6 G8, and I got my 15-inch wheels. Today's the day we're gonna be trying to get these on there and see if they fit. I'll go ahead and compare the other rotors to see if they're any different, but yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So here's the old tire. The tread is, it's actually not quite as bad as I thought it was, but they're terrible. They get no grip. So real quick, while I'm here, for anybody watching, I have these Holden stickers on. These are actually just like a stick over center cap that go over top of the Chevy ones. If anybody's watching wants these, I want to go back to the Chevy one. So if you have the Chevy ones, I would trade you straight up. Each pay shipping unless you're local. If anybody's interested in that, they look good. I just abandoned the Holden thing because Chevy gang. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I have all 4 of them. Okay, easy enough. I got the caliper off. Now all I should have to do is take these off. We'll have the bracket off. I might have to change these little pieces over, whatever those are. I think the ones I have that little rubber seal or whatever on them. So the main caliper bolts, if you're watching this do it yourself, they're 18mm. These smaller ones that go right here are a 12mm, so you can have your stuff ready when you start. Okay, so this is the bracket with the pads still in there. I'm gonna go over to the workbench and we'll see what all I have to change. These are the brackets I have. These are the brackets I need. To be honest, I don't see much of a difference. Okay, here we go. Here's where the difference is. So if you look at these from top angle, you can see the one on the right is a little bit bigger than the one on the left. So that's where we're getting our extra clearance from by switching to these. All right, with this lined up as center as I can get it, you can see they're about that much bigger. I can't tell, maybe like a little over 1/4 inch all the way around. So these are definitely smaller, and these are definitely smaller as well. Probably be best if I replaced my pads while I was doing this, but didn't think that far ahead. I don't even have the new retainer things for them. So I'm not sure if it matters what side goes where, but on these they're actually marked with a D, and this one has a P on it. So I'm working on the passenger side now, so I'm assuming that's what they pulled this off of. It doesn't look like they're any different, but in case they are, I'm gonna keep them on their side. Throw that metal clip in there like that. Grab the metal clip off of this one, throw it in there, and now we have this, which looks like it just pulls right out of there. Clip that on there. This one here, pull that off. So this actually has some grease on it, so I'm gonna hope that that's enough grease. Like I said, I'm not a professional and I don't know what I'm doing, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So while we're over here, we'll go ahead and throw this thing back on here. With that useless hole. I'm sure it's not actually useless, I just don't know what it's for. So okay, so pads are in. You guys even see this? You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the pads are on here. Go ahead and bolt this back on. So the torque spec for these, just like everything else on my car, is torque it to whatever I feel is good. Good enough for me. So, interesting fact for you guys. So never once in my life have I ever used a torque wrench on calipers. So here we are. Everything went together. The caliper's on there, the pads are on there. Oh, it looks like that pad was on the other side before. You can see the ring where the caliper was pushing on it. I don't know if that matters or not, but I don't think it would. Pretty sure they're the same. This is not. Okay, so that moves a little bit, so it's not locked up. Still got my ratchet on there. Gonna pull that off. Move all the tools aside. That's the little rubber plug that I pulled off the other one. Let's see if I can shove it in there. I don't even know what it's for. We'll see if we can shove it in there. This is flat. I need to use some air in this. We'll go ahead and mount it up. And tighten the lugs. And then we'll go get some air. Right away, I can see that the dust shield is really close to the wheel back there, but it looks like the caliper is good. And big surprise, my lug nuts won't fit. And I guess that's probably gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna run to the parts store, see if I can get some different style lug nuts. Those are just a little too big. So this time I got these ones, which is that part number. They're a 19 millimeter, which means the biggest socket that'll fit in my wheels will fit. So it doesn't say 60 degrees, and looking online I couldn't find it anywhere. All it says is bulge, but they look about the same, so we're gonna try them. So I only bought one 4-pack because I want to make sure they're gonna work before I buy all 10. So if you can see, the socket like barely fits in the wheels. This is the 19 millimeter. That one is at about 15 pounds, so it should be enough to hold the car up to look for clearance issues and stuff. But I'm gonna throw it in neutral and spin the wheel and everything and see if anything looks like it's rubbing. Oh, not spinning. So I don't know if the brakes are just like tight or what, but it's not spinning. It's spinning, but it's like really hard. So I'm gonna start it up and put it in drive and let it spin some. Okay, so I wanted to check a couple more things. I took the wheel off and I put the lugs back on. So it spins like this. And these are tight. So that tells me that it's something to do with the wheel, I guess. So already looking at this wheel, I can see that's touching, and it looks like that is rubbing something. What is that rubbing? So this just had like a little bit of a lip on there from the factory casting, and that's all I took off. Oh, still not turning. Nope. Not touching the bleeder. What the? It's touching this control arm. Oh, what the heck? These are supposed to fit. So you can see right there that control arm's touching. Dang it. Okay, that's what we need to ground down. This right here. We're gonna try that. And there we have it. Now it turns. So I can hear, sorry if that was in the way, I can hear it's still rubbing it a little bit, but I'm sure I've mentioned before that this car is, you know, it's like, it's a salvage title and it's a race car. I guess it's a race car. What the heck? Why is this battery already dead? Amazon GoPro batteries suck, don't buy them. I think what I'm gonna do now is open the garage and I'm gonna let the wheel do some self-clearing. So I don't know if you could hear that, but something was definitely still hitting. I think it's hitting. I think I'm hearing it tap the caliper right here. I'm gonna pull the wheel off again and look at the inside and see where it looks like we're rubbing. I feel like it's still hitting at some. This is built up a little bit from where it ground it the first time, so there's a little bit of a lump there. I think that lump's still hitting. Doesn't look like this is really, maybe it is. I don't know why it would hit here and not here. But I think I'm gonna take a little bit more off of this. Okay, back at it again. Something's still making like a tapping noise. I'm not sure what it is. So that spot where I said it was building up from where it scratched it the first time, that's actually what it's hitting. So I think we're good. I'm just gonna let it fly like that. It'll ground it off on its own. That is super tight right there though. But I mean, if it clears, it clears. I think the next thing we need to do is set it down on the ground. So a little more work than we expected, but I can tell right now that if this squats a lot, it's gonna rub this. So I think these fenders are probably gonna need to be rolled. Which, I mean, that's not a huge deal. I can roll them. Just something else that I didn't expect to do. But I think it'll be okay to drive. I would do the other side tomorrow and see if we can get out and take it for a drive. All right, so I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna try to put most of that footage in here. I had a couple people asking me if I had done this yet because they wanted to know if it would fit. I ran into a couple problems that I didn't expect, like the lower control arm rubbing, the caliper was actually rubbing, the spokes on the wheel a little bit, and the lug nuts didn't fit, which, where's another lug nut at? So I'm assuming that these are the factory style lug nuts. My car only had 20,000 miles on it when I bought it, and it had the stock wheels on it. So I would assume these are the lug nuts that come from the factory. And if this is what you have, then they will not work. And this is what I have on there now. This part number. And they're much thinner, and they're 19 millimeter. For a budget 15-inch conversion, I guess this is still a lot cheaper than buying, I don't know, race stars or whatever, or welds or whatever. They look good. I like them. They look good on the black car. I need something on the front still. Let's compare sidewalls. So here we go, a picture of the old 20s. Man, them 20s look freaking huge now. Next to the 15s. Height-wise, they look like they're about the same height. Yeah, they're basically the same height. It looks like it anyways. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. These are aired up to 15 pounds right now. Oh my God, look at that wheel gap. Disgusting. I need to clean this thing up. But thanks for watching. Congratulations to the Chiefs, and see you later. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe.